Hey interwebs, Antface here with another installment in my Destiny Subclass Origins series. Today, we're delving into the history of the Voidwalker. Once again, if we examine the grimoire for Void Light, we see an emphasis on this understanding of the vacuum and the Void itself, as well as the dark secrets held by Void Light. The grimoire for the Voidwalker shares similar themes of the Void and its secrets, but provides valuable insight into the characteristics of the Voidwalker and their abilities. While this may not be the case today, there seems to be an understanding that the Voidwalkers are blasphemous, that they court the darkness for its power. But this stigma surrounding the use of Void Light is not reflected in any of the Titan Defender lore. In fact, Saint 14 was heralded as something of a hero. Why then does the Voidwalker grimoire incite such malice and scorn? I believe that the Voidwalker grimoire was written about a particular warlock, a guardian who was probably responsible for the discovery of the Voidwalker subclass, one whose close relationship with the darkness and the hive led to his banishment from the tower, a warlock by the name of Toland the Shattered. Toland was once an esteemed warlock, but his obsession with the darkness led to his exile. He went as far as attempting to create his own weapon of sorrow in Bad Juju, and Guardians have traced the steps he took to create the exotic weapon. But what we never experienced over the course of the exotic weapon bounty was the close relationship Toland shared with the darkness. He's even confessed to communicating with the darkness. His research into the very nature of the darkness is often said to be what led to his madness. Not only did he have a close relationship to the darkness, Toland's madness might be attributed to his dedication to understanding the inner workings of the hive. A member of Eris' Crota fire team, it was Toland who provided them with the intelligence they needed to launch an assault on Crota and the hive. Of all the hive beings and history, Toland was particularly obsessed with Iyut, the Death Singer, and the song that she sang. He wondered about its significance, how one might be able to invoke death through this song alone, and how she herself survived the Song of Death. Toland believed that the hive's strength was tied closely to the Song of Iyut, and perhaps this particular obsession is what caused others to compare him to abominable hive wizards. The Voidwalker grimoire also speaks of inciting fear in others. While Toland's journal has revealed that as an old man, he did indeed harbour many fears, he once spoke to Eris of his ability to breed fear within his enemies through his deep and dark secrets. Toland's deep connection with the darkness also led to the development of a form of darkness theory. In his journals, he wrote an analogy to explain why the darkness is so powerful. His analogy involves three nations with three queens, one who rules by law and justice, one who shares her sovereignty with her subjects, and one who raises an army and conquers everything. For Toland, the future belongs to one of these queens, the queen of the country of armies. Toland's understanding of the hive is reflected in this darkness theory. Perhaps what shattered Toland, what led him to madness, was the understanding that no matter how much we defend ourselves against the hive, if their only goal is to conquer the universe with their armies, they will ultimately succeed. It might be interesting to note that this understanding was shared by Saint 14, another guardian who held a close relationship with the Void and the darkness. Both Toland and Saint 14 believed the strength of the darkness stemmed from its vast armies and incredible power. This might suggest that both guardians were exposed to a similar connection to the darkness and the void, and both emerged with unique void light abilities. The story of Toland the Shattered is not one with a happy ending. Even now, it's unknown where Toland is, or even if he still lives. But the Voidwalker grimoire speaks directly of his history, his obsession with the darkness, and his close relationship with the hive. The Voidwalker grimoire is unique in that it seems to relate directly to this specific guardian. I believe that Toland the Shattered was at least somewhat responsible for pioneering the Voidwalker subclass that we know today. Once again everyone, thanks for watching. I've been Antface, and I hope you tune in next time.